Hey, how you doing? I am here to answer a long-time viewer's question, okay? He sees this stuff in the background that I've got that looks like a giant picket fence from a fort, like Fort Knox or Fort Knox is okay. All the gold, they can just dump it off right here. Oh, but his question, what are them things that are in the background? I think I made a comment about them somewhere along the line. Anyhow, I'm here to tell you what they are and how they work, because they are actually shelves, log corner shelves. Most unique, almost impossible to make unless you play by the laws of physics. 'Cause if you don't, you hang it in the corner and you set it there and it'll just flop, 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 flop back and forth like a almost dead fish in the bottom of the boat. So there's laws that you gotta play by. One is that material dries over a course of time. Here, look at this. Here's one of the shelves right here. A shelf, look at it, it's really pretty, okay? But you see there's crack in it? Because these are made out of full round northern white cedar. Look at that. But to keep it from failing or cracking out or breaking, look at 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that have been trim screws that have been trim screws that have been shot in there. They're 5 inches long. It ain't going anywhere. It's been pinned in place, but it's also dry. It's been in the greenhouse kiln before it was machined, the final machining. It was in the greenhouse kiln 2 years. Air dried before that 1 year, because you got to get the moisture out of these to make it work. His question, part of it was, how do they hang on the wall? Well, that part's actually really sneaky simple. I am from a carpenter background. Worked with my grandfather from the time I was 14, okay? On the job a lot with him. So it's been in the family for a long time. Journeyman Carpenter before I moved north with Camera Girl in 1978, okay? So how does this work? Here, make sure that you can see. Okay, can you see right back here to this corner? I'm gonna move you a little bit. Here, stand over here. You get a little bit better view of this right here. This fixture simulates, I use it in making them, but it also simulates a house wall. It mimics the wall in a house. Like this is finished sheetrock, this is finished sheetrock, and the thing that you will find, if you take a framing square to the corner in your house and put it on the sheetrock, it's not square. And you go, well, that's really weird, because the walls are supposed to be straight and square. Well, yes, okay. But sheetrock, when it goes on, you have in the corner, you have one stud in the corner, another stud in the corner, and then you put half-inch sheetrock over the top. And then to make it pretty and nice, they put tape in the corner and a layer of mud and a layer of mud. And then they do that again, a layer of mud and a layer of mud. And what happens is, it is no longer 90 degrees in the corner. It's about 93, 94 degrees right in the corner. So if you take something and cut it square, 90 degrees, and try and put it in the corner, it doesn't work, it flops. So if you put a log in there that's soggy wet, you might get moldy walls a little bit. And then it might flop back and forth. But if it's dry, and if it's been cut correctly, which means this is not 90 degrees, it's like 97 degrees in the corner, then what touches is just the very outside edge here, the very outside edge on the other side, and then it rests up against the bottom, and it looks like it fits fantastic, because it does fit fantastic, because we've been working with the laws of physics, shrinking, expansion, contraction, time, and construction methods that go with conventional home building. Okay, all that stuff working together. And then part of this question was, okay, how do you hang it? Like, okay, here, look. Here's a hook on it. A hook on the back. Oh, my fingers are covering it up. See the hook? Okay, there. A hook. But now, how does that even be there? Well, if you was to, order one here. But how it is when you get it, here, look. 2 little screws, a piece of aluminum, and I know I'm revealing trade secrets and stuff. Oh, for a long time subscribed friend, I will call him, I will do this. Okay, goes like that, and you just shoot it into the, oh, don't tighten it up yet. Get the other one in there first. Get it started. Okay, I will do that. All right, goes in there. And the way that ends up being, this is just a 1-inch square aluminum tube, 1/8 inch wall. Okay? 1/8 inch wall, 1-inch square aluminum tube, cut at a 45-degree angle, which makes the hook of the shelf, here we go, hook of the shelf, just to sit on there, hook in there, center, and there it is. And how much weight is it good for? Oh, I don't know. I've never broke one, never even got close. I'm sure you could put 50 pounds on it, 75 pounds probably, maybe 100 pounds before it'd even think about breaking. But what it does, it makes it lock in tight, 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 and all of the laws of physics are working in our favor, especially gravity. It won't float away. Okay? So you can put stuff on it, all sorts of knickknacks, and it's got this unique little space back in the corner. Here, how can I show you? Like, if this was a bouquet of flowers, okay? Just imagine, this is a bouquet of flowers, beautiful flowers, or wildflowers, dried wildflowers, got it? Okay, and you take that, and there's a space that ends up being right back here, right where that little notchy thing is, where that socket, it's a little corner. And you can put flowers in there, dried flowers, and they stick up above in the back, and they look beautiful and pretty, and it's nice to decorate, and it's awesome and amazing. Camera girl thinks they're beautiful. She's got them set all over the house. We got, in the office, in the living room, up on the wall, there's carvings hanging, sitting on top of some. There's trophies on others, stuff. But that is how they stay there. One simple little hook. Oh, and a sneaky number. The number that makes it all work once it's done, 4 inches across the back. Makes it work with this style of, what is it, National Hardware. There's 2 places we get the hardware from. This, there, goes just like that. And this is part of what we call our Boston collection, which has several different variations of this concept thought. But we call it the Boston Collection, and there's good reason behind it, but I don't have time to explain it all here. Just know that it's really cool, fantastic, beautiful, and this is about one of a dozen ways that we have utilized so far of bringing this magnificently beautiful, creation, stuff that grows outside. Northern white cedar in this case, which is really gnarly, bushy, and that's all we use on it. It's the most bushiest part of the tree. So there you go, Terry, in answer to your question. Yeah, there you go. Enjoy the journey.